Rob here, Pro HIPAA. Hey, and this week we are talking about scams, credit card scams, email scams, mailer scams, all kind of scams, and what you can do to protect yourself this holiday season. Stay tuned. All right, guys. Hey, I'm back. All right, so this week we're talking about scams. There are multiple scams this wonderful holiday season. Everybody wants a piece of the money, right? Everybody from retailers, for people from, let's see, the North Koreans want some, the Chinese, the Russians. There's always entities looking to scam people out of their good, hard-earned money. So what can you do? First of all, identify the scam. One of the first things is email scams. That is probably the biggest one. And the largest culprit is people that take an Amazon gift card, the bitmap, and actually make it look like a nice Amazon logo and then put it in the email and then boom, shoot it to you. And no, that's not from Amazon, but that is probably the biggest hook I've seen this holiday season. So what do? Is you make sure that it's something legitimate. Are you expecting an Amazon gift card? If so, is it from someone that you actually know? It's not from Tom or Becky or someone random. Make sure you know them. If you don't, right click on the email and either mark as spam or drag it to the spam folder so that it can be filtered. That's what you got to do. Next, text. I hate these. I'm really good about my mobile number. I don't get a lot of texts. Every once in a while, one squeezes through because I've had my number, about 18 years. So there's a couple out there. So what you need to do is always block any random text that you get that says, hey, you have a low account balance, or hey, you need to fill up here. You got a Conoco gas card or a Shell gas card, or hey, come to Walmart. We're having a special. If you didn't sign up for anything, if it looks fictitious, then you know what it is. Just delete it. Just delete and block. I would actually block, then delete. Make sure to block. So in your iPhones or Androids, it can start to continually build that block list. So block. So look out for text. We got email, we got text, phone calls. Oh, the robocalls. My Lord, we all get those, right? So I know in the introduction of iOS 13 for Apple products, iOS should say, you can now block any unrecognized callers. And I'm assuming the same is for Android as well. So use those. I know Verizon, AT&T, Sprint, T-Mobile, Cricket, they all have some filters. Use those filters. There's lots of robocalls out there, and don't answer, because once you answer, it basically signals, it sends a send receipt, if you think of the email, back to the people it's calling and actually says, hey, Rob picked up. So you need to actually delete that. So make sure to not answer that call at all. Don't answer the call. Make sure to block those and add to the block list. All right, so we've got email, text, phones, mailers. Yep, you'll get stuff in the mail still. Stuff in the mail that says, hey, you won $10,000. Hey, you have a dead rich uncle, right? Or hey, come and look at our property. Or hey, come by the bank. If you don't expect anything, just go ahead and shred. Shred it all, recycle it, get rid of it. We don't need it. So don't answer anything, because once you answer, you're back in the hook, right? Websites and pop-ups are big. So what we always recommend is, if you are using Safari, if you're using Edge, if you're using Chrome, go ahead and use AdBlock Plus. Go to the Chrome store, download that. Same for extensions in Firefox and Safari and Edge. Go ahead and add that. Block those pop-ups. That's big. Or if you want to go a next step, use the browser called Brave. It's got a lion's face. It's kind of fun. I like to use it, and it actually it stops all tracking of cookies and everything. And so you're not tracked on the internet at all. So add AdBlock Plus to all your browsers, or use Brave and just kill all the ads. Don't click on ads, because there's a whole different world behind that you don't want to get tangled up with. You don't want infections on your computers. You don't want to see other unwarranted or unwanted information or fraudulent websites or inappropriate websites. So make sure you do pop-ups. And last but not least, pause. I'm going to ask you to pause. When you get an email, when you get a text, when you get a mailer, when you get a pop-up, pause and think, is this really something? Is this really an invoice? Is this really something you pay attention to? I got an email from Sprint, but I have AT&T or Verizon or vice versa. And everybody's jockeying for numbers for the end of the year, right? Pause and think. Pause and think, and that allows you to make a good, sound judgment of what you need to do. All right, I'm going to wrap this up next. So in conclusion, the best advice I could give you is to pause. Pause, slow down, and go ahead and think about the text. Think about the phone call. Think about the email. Are they legitimate? What's going on now is everybody's crazy. Everybody's busy this holiday season, and everybody knows that. So all the hackers and all the crazy guys in mom's basement, they know this. And they're waiting for you, and they're relying on you to hit that text and reply, or pick up that phone, or respond to that email, and ransomware goes rampant on your computer or your network. So pause, think, take a breath, and protect yourself, and protect your business, and protect your customers' trust and patient safety. That's what we're all about here, is making sure that you can protect yourself, making sure that you can protect your customers' trust and their safety. All right, guys, till next week. Bye-bye.